Pastor Paul Enenche should be held responsible for Osinachi Nwachukwu's death. He's her pastor. And even if he didn't notice it physically, somehow he could have known it spiritually. I'm talking your mind, Shay. There is no accusation we've not seen on the internet. In these past few days, I have seen a lot of things go on. People are talking here and there. Can he deny it? Why is he lying? He must have heard or seen something. Shay, he has come out now to talk. I'm waiting for what people will have to say next. Because I don't know who made everybody a judge. The woman is dead. May her soul rest in peace. We know the entire story. She went through a lot of things. News here and there. She has children. The one about her husband is there. But guys, just show some respect. Okay, even if you want to go through this medium to learn lessons, fine, okay, but no blame passing. Just relax. So the man of God came out yesterday to talk about what he knew, all he knew about the whole thing. Just hear him out.
We are in a season that calls for sober reflection in the light of the passing of our beloved sister Osinachi Nwachukwu, who is a kingdom asset and a generational asset to this generation. In the light of so much misinformation, in the light of so much misconstruction of events, I decided to set straight what I know concerning the situation. Over 2.5 months to 3 months ago, she came to see me with her husband with complaints of chest pain, respiratory distress. I prayed for her and prayed again. And when the symptoms did not abate, I counseled that they go to the hospital to help us to know exactly what we were dealing with. And from what the doctors saw, they felt that there was need for further investigation. The histology was done. From what I saw at that time, the picture was much milder than what the CT scan earlier on showed. And so we felt very happy that at least there was relief. She called me daily, and we literally daily, and prayed with her. She reported progress. The point came where she needed no oxygen anymore, according to what she said to me one night, and that they checked her oxygen perfusion, and it was 100%. And we were very, very excited at that progress. That was the point it was before we went over to the crusade in Cameroon. It was in Cameroon the second night that I got to know of the unfortunate incidents of her passing. Now, if there was domestic violence that led to or coincided with those symptoms that she came with 2.5 months to 3 months ago, there is no way I would know. And if there had been perennial domestic violence, there was no way I would have known. The things we're hearing after her passing were things that were very, very strange to my hearing. Then I began to ask questions. First, I asked the twin sister, were you aware that your sister passed through all these things? She said yes, she knew some of them, but that the majority of them she was hearing also from those she confided in. I asked her, I said, if you knew, why didn't you let us know? And the twin sister said, she always begged her, please don't let the church know, don't tell the pastor, please, the man will change, please, just pray for us, the man will change. And that continued to happen. I asked the first son yesterday, I said, was this real? And the son told other stories. And I said, so why didn't you tell me? Because typically they will run to me after service and I'll pray for them, lay hands on them. Why didn't you tell me about what was going on in the home? And the young man said, they couldn't tell me because the father would always ask them after they left me and said, what did you tell the pastor? Did you tell him anything? And so on and so forth. Other members in the choir who were privy to some of the things that were going on. I asked one of them when we paid the visit to the house of the deceased yesterday, what happened? Why were we not aware of all these things? The same story, that she would always go on her knees and ask them, please, don't. Just pray, don't. But trusting God for him to change. The last one that taught me so much was the music producer who came to see me in the office 2 days ago to tell me his own experience, how he witnessed that the man slapped the wife in his music studio. And I said to him, you saw a man slap a woman in your presence and you left the man alone and you are a man yourself. And he said before he could respond to the man, the woman again in tears on her knees begged him not to do anything, to leave him alone, and not even to do anything at all, and so on and so forth. So we have had these stories, and this is all the things that we got to know after she had passed. As a person and as a church, everyone who knows us know that we have 0-degree tolerance for domestic abuse and wife battery of any sort. If you ever listen to any of our relationship messages, there is a principle, a policy, and a rule we have. And that is, it is better to be alive without a marriage than to die because of marriage.
So you've seen it, you've heard it. Instead of passing blame, you just see that now it was a matter of choice. People don't move about with X-ray machines in their eyes. They can't look at you and know what's going on in your house, in your mind. So she didn't speak out. She didn't ask for help. I know somehow people can get so used to abuse, they will lose their self-worth and think it's a normal life, or they just don't know where to go from there. So they just keep quiet and relax. But it still boils down to the power of choice. There's nobody to blame. Even if she confided in 1 or 2 people, you can't uproot her out of where she is. So it was all in her hand, and she made a choice. So this goes out to tell you that no matter what you are going through, just articulate. Even if it's a whisper, just say it. So I know that right now, I think this gist is calming down. So I just need to know what you think about this. Please leave your comment if you have a similar experience, and if you are going through the same thing, you could also leave a comment. But please do not forget, speak out, speak out, speak out. Don't be too comfortable don't become comfortable in a situation that threatens your life or your peace. Just speak out.